Let's do this.
That intro video took me like 3 hours to make, and it was like a 5-second intro or whatever to the video. So you guys better like it, you know. I'm not sure who the mashup was by or whatever. I might put a link in the description if you think it's pretty cool. But yeah, you're seeing this, right? This is a Halo 3 video. I've been playing a little bit of Halo 3 lately because Call of Duty's been kind of frustrating me. Not frustrating me to the point where I'm getting mad and I'm quitting the game forever, but I mean it's nice to have a little bit of mix up between, you know, Call of Duty and Halo and all that. And I mean, I'm enjoying it, and I suck at Halo right here, as you see that I fail with an energy sword. If you're failing with an energy sword, it means you're a huge noob, and I'm the first one to say that, yeah, I'm terrible at Halo. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm probably one of the worst Halo players in my level bracket, and I'm like level 7. So that shows you how bad I am, because I'm a noob amongst noobs. But the main reason that I wanted to upload this video is because I did okay. You know, I think I went like 12 and 4, or 13 and 4, or 13 and 5, or something like that. But I did okay. But you have to bear in mind that I'm also not playing against good people. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dissecting why I'm dying. Like right there, for instance, I threw my nade a little bit too late. I threw it as I saw him, and I probably should have thrown it a little bit earlier, or whatever, as I heard him on my footsteps and saw him on the radar. And he beat me down because of it. The biggest thing about Halo that's very similar to Call of Duty is you really have to be aware, and you have to be a little bit tactical. Like right here, you know, I'd throw a nade, shoot this guy down, duck under, get some cover or whatever, throw another nade, finish off this guy with my assault rifle. So really being aware of your surroundings, being aware of where cover's at, that transfers over to Call of Duty as well. That transfers over to any single first-person shooter you're ever going to play, is being aware of your surroundings, whether that be through looking around or through listening on your headset. You'll see that I constantly scan around, number one, because I don't know the maps yet, so I'm constantly looking around for where's the camping spot, where would the enemy be right now, because in this game it's kind of tricky. Someone can hunch around the corner with an energy sword, and it's not, you have to remember, it's not a radar, it's a motion detector, so they could be crouching and still moving, but it won't pick them up as long as they're crouched. And you know, they could be hiding in a corner, not moving or whatever, and your radar's not going to pick it up. So that's also a difference from Call of Duty to this. The battle rifle is a pretty versatile weapon. As you see that I picked it up here. This map also really lends itself to weapon control. Pretty much the two weapons that you want to control on this map are the energy sword and the sniper rifle. There's also some rockets that spawn, I think, 2 minutes into the map, and they spawn in the hallway that I was just in, down to my right. They spawn down there, and it's also very important to get control of the battle rifles and the shotguns and pretty much any weapon you can. You're going to see in this video that you don't win very many gunfights when you're with an assault rifle. You see this guy here has an assault rifle, he tries to gun me down, and I have a shotgun, so I win because of it. So it's really important to know, number one, map knowledge is a very important aspect of any first-person shooter, whether that be Call of Duty, Halo, Gears of War, Bioshock, any first-person shooter that relies on multiplayer and team play. You really need to be sure where the maps, like where you're going when you turn a corner, or what weapons are going to be spawning, and how to get control of those weapons. What route do you take to get to those weapons the fastest? It's like in Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. You want to run a route that's going to be the quickest to get to the enemy, but also not leave yourself wide open to get pwned, like I did right there. As far as why did I die right there, I have no freaking clue. You know, you can either leave that up to lucky snipes, or you can leave that up to that's just a good shot. That was, it might have been a lucky, but I mean, who knows? The guy might be playing level 7s, he might be pretty good. The most important thing to remember in a team slayer, though, is you always start off with an assault rifle and a pistol, but you want to get rid of that as quickly as possible. You see right here, I'm gunning for the BRs. BRs are an extremely versatile weapon. You know, they're long range, mid range, or whatever. They're not the best of the best, but in any situation, you can't go wrong with a BR. You know, I mean, it's not going to stack up against a rocket, but I mean, obviously, power weapons are going to dominate assault rifles any day. The biggest thing to remember with the BR is you can't treat it like a sniper rifle, like I am right here. You might get lucky 1 or 2 times, like I do, but you can't treat it like it's an assault rifle. You do kind of have to keep your distance, and you almost have to be at a point where you're not facing the enemy head on. And that's also a pretty good rule in any first-person shooter as well. Is if you're facing the enemy head on and you're trying to win gunfights with them, a lot of things come into play. Lag comes into play, or just lack of skill comes into play. I know that I'm not very good at Halo or whatever, and gunfights do take a whole lot of skill in this game, more so than Call of Duty, I believe. Call of Duty, it's like with a submachine gun or whatever, 2 shots and you're dead. I have no clue how I hit that. Um, I'm terrible at sniping in Halo because I don't aim for the head. I'm used to in Call of Duty just swiping over their body and hitting them. Right here, I die because I'm not being aware of my surroundings, like I was saying earlier. He comes up the lift or whatever. I wasn't listening on my headphones clear enough, and I got killed because of it. Another thing that's really important about Halo that's not so much in Call of Duty is communicating with your teammates. Now I know that a lot of people in Call of Duty or whatever, they can jump in a game of mercenary team deathmatch by themselves, get their kill streaks, get their chopper gunner, and go to town, win the game for a team. I've seen C-nanners do this, several times, and I get killed right here because I was trying to take on 2 guys, and like I said, I'm using an assault rifle. I don't win gunfights with assault rifles, but communication is very important if you're playing with a team, especially if it's people that you know. But even if it's not, plug in your mic, save the trash talk for for forums or whatever. Communicate with your team or whatever. Learn the names of spawns and all that. Say that he's on Snipe Tower, or he's running towards the energy sword, and just kind of hope that the people that you're playing with know where the energy sword's at, or they know where every other weapon that you're talking about is at. And as far as weapon control, the energy sword's really important to have in this map because obviously it's an energy sword and it's going to win 9 times out of 10 in close range. And like I said earlier, energy sword, sniper, rockets are very important to have, and the team that controls those is going to win. Now, this team dominated Snipe Tower for the majority of the match. They had a guy up there picking off guys, and he was doing a really good job of controlling Snipe Tower with a sniper. And that's very important to this. A couple guys had the energy sword, and you can see why we're losing, and I guess that's just the point that I'm trying to make here, is I'm trying to dissect why I lost and why the team lost. There I go again, trying to win a gunfight with an assault rifle. You might get lucky and occasionally do it. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen though. I mean, if their back's turned like this guy right here, it could happen or whatever. But you do want to try and get weapon control. That's not so important in Call of Duty because you can pick your weapon, and you can pick which weapon you want to go, and you can pretty much go with that for the rest of the game. This is a completely different game. You have to bear that in mind. This isn't Call of Duty. You do have to kind of mix it up or whatever with your weapons. You can't be sticking to the same assault rifle and pistol the entire match, or even if you get a BR or whatever, you can't be sticking to that the entire match. You have to communicate with your team and get control of weapons, get control of a certain quadrant of a map or whatever, and being aggressive and pushing up into spawns is another really important thing. Guys, this is the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think. I forget what the final score is. Alright, bye guys.